So it's been a few years since we first saw Cletus Kasady and his lovely red curls. When it came time to fully dive in, what was the number one thing you wanted to accomplish with this character? Because you went for it. You were awesome in this.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I don't know. I just wanted to, I felt like with that first thing, even though it was only one scene, I certainly felt at the end of it I could have done a much better job. So I just wanted to try to make the character more interesting and, to have some things, in spite of being a serial killer, that endeared you to Cletus Kasady.
You said you could have done a better job. Do you mean like you were unhappy with her? You were like, oh, I just want to dive in more.
I felt when I did the first one, I was a little bit, I think of Tom Hardy as one of the great actors. I really do. I think this guy is such a phenomenal actor. And just being in the Marvel universe and I don't know, everything all put together. I was a little nervous when I did that first one. And so I wasn't free enough, to be able to, if you're too nervous, you go in an audition, people who audition and they go in, they're so nervous, they could have done a good job, but they were just too nervous. Mm-hmm. So I felt like I was I never even told Tom this. So anyway, I'm revealing it to you, but I was a little nervous and I just didn't feel like I was free enough to be more creative.
All I ever wanted in this world is carnage.
You were brought in by Ruben Fleischer, who did the first one, I assume, because of you guys have worked together in the past. How did you react when the news came out that Andy Serkis would be directing, and what do you feel like he brought to the table that was like unique in terms of comic book movies?
Well, there was a little interim between the knowing that Ruben wasn't doing the first one and Andy being hired, during which time Tom Hardy and I both lobbied for Andy. And so when it came down that he was doing it, I couldn't have been more thrilled because, it's not like I have a lot of self-doubt, but sometimes I'm an actor, so you're going to have some insecurities. Every actor doesn't. So, to be able to look behind the camera and see a very good friend of mine and Andy Serkis and someone I trust implicitly, it helped a lot.
So speaking of working with Ruben, it took us 10 years to get Zombieland 2. I'm hoping not another 10 for Zombieland 3. Is there anything there? Like, do you feel optimistic of completing that trilogy? Is there an idea around? What do you think?
I haven't heard anything about it from any of the creative, elements. I would love to do it because I just love those guys. That whole group is that's a singularly wonderful, fun, amazingly funny group of people. So what I'm saying is I'm open to it. And Ash, if there's anything you can do to make it happen, I would be most grateful.
Listen, if I talk to him, I will definitely say something.